Okay, yeah, let me just get right into it. There's a hearing going on right now, and I don't think I want to carry
the current law
because the whole thing is lagging, and it's just more of another law that is in Senate is looking at to actually pass. I think they just did the NERC confirmation, and that's it. But I just want to move on. So yesterday I spoke about what's happening between TUFACE and NATASHA, and really I didn't have time to go through comments and reactions of people, and that's what I just want to start with. And I think I should just start with that because that's quite what is really trending right now. We saw the instruction from TUFACE telling everybody to cease fire. Cease fire, guys, cease fire, because you're going to do more harm. But as for me, I'm fine. That was what it was saying. As for me, I'm fine. And people said, oh, this looks like an hostage video. Well, I don't know if that's it. But people are not going to let Baba off the hook easily. So let me see what this lady has to say. I mean, she's talking a lot. This is almost 7 minutes talk. TUFACE Baba Idibia is a national treasure. Nigeria cherish him because he has contributed so much to the music industry. When you talk about the music industry in Nigeria, I mean, you talk about the people, the legend that actually came out, when things were still kind of brown. You're talking about TUFACE. You're talking about this guy, Coco Master. Before we had this new, influx of people, Davido, Wizkid, Rema, and all of these guys now. So again, this name is a big name. No matter what you think about him, we need to protect him. If not, you would not put yourself in situation. But he really doesn't know his worth. You have not valued who you are. If not, you wouldn't put yourself in this situation. Let me see what she has to say.
Citizens of Nigeria, my name is Just Adito. I have just one thing to add to these two Babas issue. I'm very sorry. Let me apologize.
Oh, you don't need to be sorry. What is it?
Once it is not anything Nigeria, our country, I dey reserve my mouth. But you see these two Babas issue, let me take it from the angle of a Nigerian to a Nigerian hero. Okay. See, there's something that I always say to people. There's something we call self-worth, self-value, and self-dignity.
Okay.
I don't have business with NATASHA. But to Baba, let me let you know this. You are a national treasure.
Okay.
We cherish you past how we cherish our national flag.
Oh, really?
You don't know your worth. The reason why you are in this situation is because you don't know your worth. You have not been able to dignify yourself. And you have not valued who you are as TUFACE Idibia. If not, you are not going to put yourself in this situation. This situation that you are, all Nigerians, everybody who value you as an OG, know what you have contributed to the music industry and how important you are. We are more pained, we are more bothered than you. So, Baba, this is not because you are an adult.
Okay,
this is not
fair
because
enough.
You have a father and a mother. This is not because you...
Okay, so again, that's a personal opinion and is what's more than the national flag. I don't know about that. Hi, James, welcome to the show. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but again, it is what it is.
Nobody will stay out of your matter.
Nigeria.
Because you are a national treasure.
Nigeria is always breaking news, right?
Now, let me tell you what
heavy.
If anything happens to you too, Baba, Natasha, forget, wallahi, forget, say Natasha is from a big family. Now for Benin, Natasha go fit do craze. Nigerians go mount to enter Natasha family.
It's a lie. It's a lie. I mean, no. See, don't get dead. That's how I would advise TUFACE. Get yourself out of that mess. If anything happens to TUFACE today, let me tell you, people will move on. People will move on. I mean, Abiola left now. MKO Abiola left. What happened? He was killed. It wasn't as if he was unalived, whatever the new term is. So, whatever happens, don't just get dead. That's my advice to TUFACE. People will just talk and move on. Nigerians, they just talk and move on. So nobody's going to go to Natasha's family.
Nigerians are coming for you. Baba, the better. Nobody go do protests. If anything do you, say justice for. Not be justice for. Now who do you we go face? So Baba, You need to respect yourself as a national treasure. You need to dignify yourself as a national treasure. You have to value your handwork, your originality, and where you have gotten to. Shebi, you celebrated that many years on stage the other day. Now, Baba,
Okay.
there are some younger generation that no matter what, they are looking up to you. No marriage is perfect. But you see, one thing I like when men do is when you step out of a zone and you want to go out into another zone, carry who go pepper where you come out from. Not carry who go, may all of us go, they panic. When you were with Annie, you people had your drama. You people had dramas. Countless dramas, countless show of shame.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, if you're gonna move, if you're gonna peep from one end to another, you've got to understand where you're going. I still don't understand what visibility studies TUFACE did, or TUFACE got himself into when he decided to, to go for this woman. Again, I don't even like the fast switch. Like it was just there was even no, like, we didn't even know, like, there was no cut over. It was more like he was doing parallel. And that's messed up, because at that point in time, I think emotion is I think, that, your critical reasoning ability is tampered with. And that's what happens. You make a bad decision because emotions are involved, because there's rage, there's anger, there's a lot of stuff.
But you had a woman who could cover your nakedness. Not be this one where can't carry you. You can't be like Ankara 25 for Abba Market. Baba, we don't want it for you. The whole of Nigerians don't want it. Even the younger ones that don't know Baba now, they are beginning to type Baba. Go and check Google now. Highest search name is TUFACE Idibia. TUFACE. Self-worth, self-value, and self-dignity. Baba, if you no get shishi for pocket today, if you open mouth tell Nigerians that you don't have shishi, Baba, you will become a millionaire in no seconds. You don't know your self-value. You don't know your self-worth. If you know your self-worth, you will know where you should place yourself. So, self-dignity, self-value, and self-worth, go and reconsider it. Go and know who you are. Take a step back. Identify who you are. And choose people that will remold you and put you in a space. I know you have gone through a lot of health challenges over a period of years. And I know that personally you are tough. I've encountered a lot of men like that are tough like you. But the most important thing, Baba, even if you won't buy yourself today, you go first think of Nigerians. You are our property. If anything do you too, Baba, now we go bury you when you grow old. If to say that politician they beat the wife, nothing concern us. Nothing concern us.
Okay.
But TUFACE Idibia, you are a hero, you are a national treasure, you are an asset to us, to the music industry, you are a healer.
Okay.
Your words,
Yeah, and his songs are really cool. Like, if you're listening to Tubaba's songs, they're really, really cool. I mean, I don't just know what has happened. And I think he needs all the help he can get, to be honest with you. He does need all the help he can get. And at this point in time, he has come out to tell people to cease fire. And I didn't know people were firing. I mean, I didn't know people were firing. Like, and he was like, you know what? His fans are going against this woman. This woman, from day one, I just felt she was off. But again, what's my own, right? Nah, man, we see waiting in see carry, right? I mean, it's not my business. But again, now the cracks were showing from day one. If anybody is telling you right now that, oh, he didn't know that this would happen, or that something like this might happen, now you might not be 100% sure, then you're gonna be, then you're kind of not honest with yourself. We all saw this, right? We all saw the crack. We all saw, like, this woman, she ain't it. Not that I'm trying to, blame her or kind of, just demean her. But again, we saw the videos. I mean, that's what we can see. And that's from when you take the reference of the videos and use that to judge, you just go, no, this is not it.
song, your voice, everything about you. Is what Nigeria is celebrating, valuing, and show concern for. So, my dear TUFACE Idibia, every marriage has its challenges. But before you think of your wife, you will think of your country first. because your picture, what did they call it?
No, before you think of your wife, you think about your country first. No, that doesn't make sense. Your family first, your wife, your family first. I mean, whatever constitutes his family first before the country. I don't understand how you're gonna place a country above your family. I mean, the family is the smallest unit in a country. Okay, so if your family is falling, and a lot of families in Nigeria unfortunately is falling, that's why the country is also in a mess. All these politicians, they're also from a family. Kind of interesting what they were taught while they were growing up. Maybe they saw their father and their parents also steal public money. That's why the whole country is in shambles right now. I'm just saying. So again, I don't understand this ideology of think about your country first before your family. Tinubu is not even thinking about the country first before his family. So how would Tubaba think about the country first before his family?
You will think of your country first. You are a symbol of Nigeria. You are a carrier
What the
of
heck?
our national
What's she
flag.
talking about,
Then
bro?
you will think about your children.
Oh, really?
What they are seeing, what they are not supposed to see. Yoruba people, make I no put Yoruba. So TUFACE Baba, take a step backward and reposition yourself.
Okay.
If anything do you, Natasha, me I don't dey let you know. If you don't know who you carry put under trouser, na national treasure. If anything.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on from this case again. That's a point of view which is good. Now this guy has also actually come out with the music. Don't let them take Tubaba legend from us. So don't let them take TUFACE from us. But I don't know who this is.
Don't let them take our legend from us.
Oh, that's not bad. That's a good voice though. I mean, yeah. Okay.
Don't let them take our TUFACE from us. Barbara.
I never believe someone would go to the studio just for this. I don't know, bro.
With speed, oh, I say, Baba, run, with direction.
Man, Nigeria no guess this. As in, this is crazy. Yeah, Nigeria, right?
Before he bad,
Wow. Wow, that's not bad actually. You can take this to studio.
Natasha, bring him back, oh, Nana. Before he bad, implication.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's a very good song, bro. I don't know who this is.
Yeah. Speed. Speed.
Okay, that's quite interesting. Okay, that's quite interesting.
Left to the right wing. Those with the double believe. You are my African queen.
Okay, so that's the song. Oh, hey, don't let them take Tubaba away from us. Okay, that's another point of view. Natasha is not the problem. She's only reacting to TUFACE character that Annie, blah, 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 blah. This lady talks a lot about that. I think she's on the feminist side. Let me just see if she has anything to say. I'm talking about Tubaba now. Thanks for joining the show. Please, you could subscribe and help just to push this show. Thanks a lot.
I mean, TUFACE's new wife is not the problem. Natasha is only reacting to the TUFACE character wey Annie be use raw body. I would have said this is karma, but karma no dey happen this fast, so it's obviously a character problem. This is a clear case of the man is the problem. You know,
she doesn't live in the house with them. I mean, maybe she's right. I don't know, right? It's just God have mercy, right? I don't know why are women quick to exonerate women from the marital problem. Does Natasha not know that TUFACE had multiple women before she enter? Exactly. Like, okay, oh yeah. And again, that's just a
when you marry wife, we calm, we sweet, they take everything way they do. She use and the raw body. You can't say you won't betray her for another person we get banana for head. Not be every woman they quiet. You betrayed your lovely wedded wife. No reach few months, you don't marry another one. In no reach few months, now they close.
Yeah, I mean that
Natasha
was
is
messed
only
up.
reacting to the TUFACE character where Annie be use raw body. The same character where she quiet for, where she say he is my husband, as loving wife where she be, as understanding wife where she be. And wait though, is that something I am missing?
Again, I mean, you don't live in the house with them. You can only just talk based on what you see. So you don't know what happens behind the scene. Social media is not life. This what we're doing here is just not real life, okay? Real life, you don't know behind closed doors. Again, I'm not saying that Tubaba is not at fault or Tubaba is at fault. I'm just saying that you don't really know. You don't really know. We can only judge based on what you see. And from what we see, again, I'm saying that I looked at the whole thing from the get-go. There was an high possibility that this was going to eat the rocks. Anyways, from what we see, from the media polls, from all of those, Serere.
This Natasha, his new wife, she get belle, abi she don't born. Even if she don't born, now woman will just born. Now you dey exchange post with. What a shame. Make una hear something. Even if say you know they in support of the Natasha, this is not the right time to judge her when she's pregnant or when she just gave birth. But some of these men will be better people.
Okay, you see that? Again, I mean, it's just more like an ideology against men. And again, I'm saying that I can't even pass any judgment because I don't live in their family. I don't even know what the root cause is. But from what we've seen out there, it's not just straightforward. Okay, it's not just straightforward. I know Tubaba, has a lot of trail. Somebody said yesterday during the show that he has trails behind him, which is true. Again, for that, there's no way you wouldn't have all these problems. And then for the woman also getting into this, you should know that you're actually going into something bigger than yourself. So for you to come in now and to pretend like, this is like not it is what is beyond me. And for those supporting either sides, I'm saying that, you know what? Again, it's yours to support. Like,
first of all, your first wife, if you want to end her career, tag her different names, break her, she say no, she will stand strong. Okay. You don't enter on that place again. This new one, where they with you now, you never reach 1 year, you won't end her political career. Waiting happen now, only you.
I don't think her political career is gonna end. I mean, how? Nigeria with politics? She doesn't even need to go to office one day. She was still gonna get a seat. That's unfortunate. That's the unfortunate level of politics in our country. Right? Again, Nigerian politics is not by bills, it's not by impact, it's just by how you can win elections. So I don't see how this will end a political career. I don't see that. It's a family issue. They're going to solve that. If this was ending political career, like 95% of our politicians will not even have any office. We don't hold any office as of today.
Saying that you are the cause. You are the problem. Senior man, work on yourself. You are the problem.
Okay, that's according to her that she's not. I'm not sure if she's in any relationship or she knows how relationship works. I listened to this yesterday, so I'm not going to listen to it again. I mean, she is more of she's more of team Tubaba. So I mean, more ladies are actually speaking out for Tubaba. I mean, I don't know, bro, but that's what's happening. Let me see if I can just speak.
I don't want to use the term steal because why they go steal, man? Are you a child? Like you be item where they steal. Before a man would be snatched or stolen, you don't give the woman access to steal you. Because now what you allow, now they go on do you anything way they want to do you. So but I want to use stolen in this context because I have something I'm about to say. You stole this man. This man had his beautiful family.
Again, I don't agree that she stole. I mean, I don't know, but I know.
He had his shortcomings, he's imperfect, I mean, he's not perfect, he had his flaws and everything. We all saw it on social media, but this woman loved him. She loved him from when she was a teenager. This man legit made a song for this woman that trended worldwide.
Yeah, that's true.
Is he married? You never sing any song for you. He had his beautiful family, his beautiful kids. With everything where they happen.
Yeah, the kids, yeah, good. But the drama, no.
On social media, this woman stood by this man. She loved this man more than herself. Oh man, never see this kind of love. Oh. You out of nowhere, be from nowhere. You came into that and you stole this man. Because that man not being himself. The man where we know, where they carry himself, where that legend that we know, that is not him.
Legend.
Okay? So you can't steal this man finish. You don't even allow the stealing marinates. You don't go marry him. Because nobody the man marry you, now you marry him. And by first marriage, but it's all.
How do you know? How do you know it was by forced marriage? I mean, how do you know? What I'm just saying was that there should be more like a grace period, a lockout period, a period where you just want to get yourself together because it might be emotions. It might just be things that are going through. It might be the craziness of life itself. It might just be the reality of life. You might be tired of everything. At that point in time, you just want to get yourself out of the mess and just wait for a while. So I'm not always a fan of you just switching all of a sudden and getting into another thing so fast because you still have to heal. So either of them, the Annie and TUFACE should have gone through an healing process. But that was not what happened. You know, it was more like a fast switch.
It's all good. It's all right. You can't come out to the man. You should have sense to understand that this man is a popular person, he's a public figure, he's a legend, he's an artist, an OG. Say people go come normally, come grease him anywhere where you go, because now you won't follow him as handbag since you don't get work now. You can't leave the work where you do.
No, she's an honorable
handbag and a stockfish like you, decayed stockfish. You can't say okay, won't be handbag. You don't get sense to understand that this man is a popular person, that people would come to his table to greet him. You should understand that and be cool, be calm, carry yourself with grace. For you to snatch a man, you should have that strength and, you know, the stamina to stand any obstacles and trials and tribulations. But you're scared. Say, what if you do another woman? Say they go do them to you. You don't marry the man. Okay, the man can't come out. I see why I know when I small why they listen to his song.
Yeah, yeah, he popular at a very, very, very good age, and yeah, people like at some point it was like the one reigning. Like when you take TUFACE, then you take the Banch. I mean, those were the real two major names, you know, at the time in that genre of music, right?
So we come club, the man did there, and our friend we know I won't introduce us to him. Okay, no problem now. Okay, make we can't become great until you use bad eye. Bring her glass down. They look bad eye. Ile bad eye too. Cause I don't send you. Nobody cares about you, especially when you're a home wrecker. Nobody gives a fuck about you. And you should wait for the marriage to marinate. Make it reach 5 years, 10 years.
Before you know if your position is stable.
So to say 5, 10 years, you can now, you know, you never enter something. The love still there fresh now. He has not even reached 1 year that you married him. Calm more down. You shouldn't be scared. Because it's giving, oh, I'm insecure. It's giving...
Yeah, it's giving that funny vibes. Like the fight, like... I mean, this whole thing is just more like, oh, you don't care about me. A lot of people are there and you don't seem to worry about what I'm doing, where I am. Again, maybe it's just the normal pregnancy hormone thing. You know, I don't know, but that's just it. I mean, and if you've not listened to this, you know, you have to listen to this, right? This is where it said everybody should cease fire.
This is getting out of hand.
Okay.
And this is a dangerous situation right now. I know
Very
what
dangerous, right?
fans can do. I know what people can do. I am perfectly okay. You understand what I'm saying? And this is putting NATASHA at risk.
Risk of
it's
what?
It's not fair on anybody to do this kind of thing. It's not fair on anybody at all. So please, I need everybody to calm down. I need everybody to cease fire. We want to resolve all these issues. People, they get issue for house. Not today.
Yeah, people get issues for a house now, but when it spills out to the open, when it spills out to everywhere, then it becomes a big problem. I mean, that's what happens, right? Everybody has issues. There is no marriage that is 100%. Not on this earth, right? That's why even in heaven, there's no marriage.
But this is getting out of hand. Please, friends, family, everybody, cease fire. Please, I beg you. I beg you. I am perfectly fine. I did not pull that.
Oh, okay.
Please. Please. I'm okay.
He said it's okay, but this looks more like an old stage video. Don't shoot, cease fire, everybody, right? Face your own business, right? Whiskey associate God. Tubaba needs quick recovery from NATASHA before the junkie ply him with drugs. Please, let's save this innocent man under the influence of hard crack and coke. This is not allegedly. She don't want to ever see him sober back to back. Inject. Oh man, what is she talking about, bro? It is what it is. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. Listen to this one. Yeah, look at this one. Honorable NATASHA Gogo Shatu Baba. If you don't know that, just this is a Yoruba kind of oriki. I don't even know. This must have been a today's stuff. This must have been a today's stuff. Okay. So that's That's that. Some days you wake up with fire, some days you wake up with doubt, but either way you wake up, and that alone means you've got another chance to write history. Okay, that's just it. Look at the new video of Tubaba Natasha at Von Jegede 20 years in Nollywood event. What's all this? Okay, let's see. That's all the girl hold him. Why is he holding it? Why is he holding him on the seat? Okay, maybe it's just fun, for fun. What is this?
To bring us another energetic performance, please a round of applause for King Mintin. Come on now, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Mintin. Yeah, very energetic.
This PDA is real. Oh my God. People are just digging in and are crazily digging in, bro. That's serious. But anyways, that's that about that. I have some videos for you guys to watch and also to react to. Can you guys see what's happening in the USA with respect to immigration and all that? I mean, Trump just snapped. I'll see if I can actually go into that. But let me see. SOWORE, Adeyoju, they were in court this week, and let me just see what we've got to say. Again, there's also another video. We have humbled wickets and we will be kicked out in 2027. Let me first see this one. So Egbetoku, that's the IGP of police, right? So this guy was actually arraigned at the High Court stuff today. I think he's got so many cases that I can't even keep a tab on. At the same time, I think VDM was also arraigned for cyberbullying. Let me see quickly what this guy has to say.
We just want to showcase our musical talents. After all, we are not lazy like another man. We are not lazy youths, and we are talented people in this country.
Right,
and,
right.
We came to court today for the Egbetoku school case.
So that's the case where he called Tinubu a criminal. A criminal. Again, I think that Tinubu shouldn't have taken, the president's team shouldn't have taken, they mismanaged this whole thing. I mean, this whole PR thing was just a joke. I mean, he called Tinubu a criminal, so allegedly though, you understand? And the way the presidency went about over time trying, to make things kind of work was so pathetic. And then they made the whole thing go viral. And now they were writing to Meta, which is Facebook. They were writing to X, which is Twitter, formerly Twitter, to take down the post. Now, in writing to Facebook and Twitter to take down the post, the whole thing now kind of blew on their face. And then they had to sue this guy. Thanks, Lawrence, for following.
Case was that January, I was invited by the police that they saw me filming some corrupt policemen on the way to the airport, and that I had violated the right of the police to operate freely. Mm-hmm. And when I got to the police office at the FID, it then turns out that it was more elaborate. They accused me of saying that the IG is illegal and asked me to defend it. I refused, of course, as usual, to write a statement. But I said, so the guy who was then the DIG of FID, okay, I forgot his name now, he's retired. Okay, DIG FID. Yeah, at that time, yes. Galandashi. Yes, retired. Okay. Galandashi also was looking for 2 years extension. But that was what ended his career in the police force, alongside others. That struggle led to the retirement of over 500 policemen who forged their age.
Oh, okay.
Forced them.
I didn't follow that story. I might have to look at that. I'm not so sure what he's talking about.
That we decided to fight for the police force. Retired and serving police in what was referred to as a police protest. The first successful of its kind in Nigeria.
Oh, really?
And that also had culminated now in a law that was passed yesterday at Nigerian Senate, removing the police from the contributory pension scheme. It's waiting for the signature of the president, Emilokon, Paula Blue. So But Egbetokun was our target, and is still our target, because his tenure was illegally extended, and that has led to one of the most terrible police force leadership in this country today. Yeah. So the insecurity you are seeing in Nigeria today is as a result of poor leadership of the police.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, right? I mean, when you have 11,000 plus, although there are conflicting reports, some are saying 120, some are saying 100,000, but at least the official number is 11. Even at that, 11,000 policemen just carrying bags and securing VIPs, being subsidized. Okay, that's the reality.
Police primarily is in charge of internal security, not the army.
Yes.
But the army has now been reduced to even doing traffic work, protecting people at parties and serving rice, particularly jollof rice at parties. Yes.
Wow.
But that is not the job of the army. So we still insist that Egbetokun must go. And there's another charge against me over that same issue. That's coming up next week. I think 8th of next month. But with regards to this case, this was a case that Egbetokun used, conniving with the judge to seize my international passport since January. They deposited my passport, and the judge, since then, never heard the case. He would say he's going to conference. So today, he was supposed to hear 2 applications. One was for him to release my passport so that I could at least go to the U.S. and spend the Christmas with my family. Because I've been here for a year. We go to the court, and our lawyer.
How would you be in Nigeria for a year and you have your family in the US? I mean, that's really unhealthy. To just put that.
Another engagement. And we duly applied to the judge to stand the case down for 30 minutes. He did. When our lawyer arrived, he wouldn't come out of his chambers. And when he was told that we were waiting and was informed that we have lost confidence in him as the judge in charge handling the case, he threatened and sent a message through his registrar that if he comes out of his chambers to come and hear the case and we tell him that he should recuse himself, he will revoke my bail. And we said, yes, we are ready for that. I'm willing to spend Christmas in prison. After all, I have friends in all the prisons across the country, including in Sokoto, where Nnamdi Kanu is being held unjustly. But as you know, he's the president of that prison. So I won't be surprised if he's the national president of all the prisons in the country, because they have bestowed that honor onto him as the president general of all the prisoners. He's the most important prisoner in this country today, as it is.
So again,
then when we sent the message back,
I mean, this is too much talk. I need to move on.
The same thing was tried.
Yeah, this is too much talk, right?
Country Towards Liberation.
Okay.
When I was invited in January of 2025.
Okay.
If you
I'm gonna move on. I thought that there were actually more nuance to that, but I'm seeing some good news here. I don't know if it's good news. I don't know what's happening right now. I just saw that Arise TV just suspended Rufai Hosseini. Now, this is not yet confirmed. This is just 42 minutes ago from one of APC's loyalists. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. I don't know if this is true. Arise TV suspend. I've not been seeing him actually in the studio this week. I've not really seen a lot. So what is really happening? Can someone just let me know? Make him go buy ring light, start a run podcast. I think he's going to do very well for himself if he goes independent. Again, I'm not a fan of Rufai Hosseini. Rufai Hosseini works with Arise TV and is one of their major morning show hosts. And he helps the stuff go viral a lot. At times, people have actually come out him for a style of journalism. What did he say, or what didn't he say? Maybe what he said, but I also know at the background that Arise TV is facing a lot of problems. Okay, because their chairman, who is a PDP guy, took so much money, borrowed so much money, so much so that he borrowed the money in foreign currencies to do some deals. Yeah. So right now they're in a financial mess. So I believe that that's one of the reasons why maybe he was hatched as a result of that. I'm not sure if I have a lot of stuff there. Let me see, but he's just been fired. I just saw that right now. Let me see if he actually, if he has anything saying, okay, so this is him 1 hour ago. I have not left Arise TV. I did Kankwe. I thank you all for the love. I'll be back soon. We don't take too long. We need some empirical fact. Okay, so again, that's it. Baba Day on vacation. Make Data Boy self rest. Please, on your return, River State House of Assembly should be the next speaker. So again, I think that I don't know, like, until I see him back on TV. But there's been a lot of stories happening with Arise TV. There's a possibility that that TV station is taking over. So when I first saw this, and this was 42 minutes ago, right? This was 42 minutes ago. Now, he came in here to say 1 hour ago that he hasn't left Arise TV. So what's really happening? Is he on vacation or the likes? Let me just see. Okay, one Nigerian saying this. Did you guys see what happened with this Tinubu's distribution of Elox, Oma, and buses, okay, to different campaign states? So this is it yesterday, okay? While the country is going through a lot, look at the Prados. I don't know what you need this for campaign. Okay, maybe because the security situation is bad, you need something like this. Is it even a mod? Is it bulletproof and all that? This again is our nation's commonwealth. Okay, look at that. Look at that. So this is the reality. And again, talking about reality of what is happening in Nigeria right now, somebody is not taking it easy. Somebody is not even happy with this, with the new purchase. And no other person than Peter Obi. Peter Obi has come out to talk. He says, distribution of campaign vehicles, profound insensitivity and abuse of trust. At a time when Nigeria is struggling with hunger, unemployment, and insecurity, the decision of any government to allocate limited public resources for distributing luxury vehicles like Hilux truck and Oma buses as part of the 2027 mobilization campaign is not only insensitive but also represents a serious moral failure. Yeah, shaking my head. Help the people that they have their land grab. Yeah, while ordinary Nigerians are grappling with poverty and hopelessness, those in leadership positions continue to flood their wealth by driving brand new Land Cruisers, Hiluxes, and Oma, treating the suffering of the people as mere background for political theatrics. This tragic misplacement of priority is unacceptable. Leadership, especially in this challenging time, should focus on providing food for the hungry, ensuring access to healthcare for the sick, restoring hope for millions of unemployed youth, and securing our communities. It should not be about parading luxury vehicle, okay, or campaigning for votes. It is disheartening that at a time when children are dropping out of school, not only dropping out of school, I mean, you had kids kidnapped just a few days ago, at multiple locations, okay? So at the time when we're going through all of this problem, it's just disheartening that when you see people dropping out of school, their families cannot afford tuitions, their mothers are dying during childbirth due to lack of a basic medical supplies, and when insecurity is tearing families apart, the response from those in power is to purchase and distribute luxury vehicles rather than urgently addressing the need of the people. This is not governance. It reflects a profound insensitivity and an abuse of public trust disguised as political strategy. It betrays the essence of public service, which should always be about serving the people rather than staging political publicity. Thanks, Adekoya Ezekiel, for the follow. At times like this, we must recognize that Nigeria cannot continue on a path of wastefulness, insensitivity, and misplaced priorities. Our citizens deserve leadership grounded in empathy, prudence, and accountability. Regardless of how bleak the situation may appear today, I firmly believe that a new Nigeria is not only necessary, it is possible. So this is Peter Obi. They were snatched from school. They were kidnapped from school. This is Peter Obi's rejoinder for Tinubu. Politics occupies the front seat. Governance is in the booth. Let me tell you, Tinubu sees everything through the lens of politics. Everything. The reason why he's acting now, changing the security apparatus, changing the Minister of Defense is because politically it becomes expedient for him to do so. And again, I'm not saying that he hasn't done some good things in his presidency. I mean, the local government autonomy, the reforms with respect to, subsidy and all that removal, even though you might not agree with the way he removed the subsidy and all that, but that was something that should have been done a while ago, even though he opposed it. Yeah, but again, the impunity, slapping people in the face with power. Like, look at it. I mean, you look at the bosses, you look at all these things, and then you see the flaunting and the display, and it doesn't really care. It doesn't really care. Like, he doesn't even talk to anybody, right? Like, look at all these things that have happened: the kidnapping, the killings, and also the banditry, the attacks of churches, and all of that, and the vertical and all that. Now, when you look at all of those, you would think that a normal president would come out and even have a press conference, not divulging sensitive information, but telling the nation that, you know what, I understand what is happening. He released a statement. And that was it. No question with the press. Almost every now and then, you see the press secretary of the White House taking questions from almost everybody. Okay? You see every now and then, okay, you might say Trump talks too much, but then you see him trying to, at least he's out there telling you people what he thinks. But we have a president that doesn't even care. What are these people? They are right upon tees. Yeah, again, it's just quite unfortunate. And unfortunately, rightly so, the guy's 2027 campaign plan is locked down, except God or something drastic happens. Because I look at all of the states, and people are like, oh, you know what, PDP had a lot of states then when Jonathan lost. It's a different ballgame. It's a different territory. Things have really changed from 2023. Up until now, if you've been following successive elections, you're going to know that things have really changed a lot. And they've successfully weakened the opposition in the country. And the opposition in the country also, they're just not serious. I mean, they can't get themselves together to even think nobody wants to pay the price. And it's quite unfortunate. So again, Peter Obi can come here and, talk about this and all of that. But when it comes to the political strategy, how to get these people out, if you really want to, I don't see it. And we've seen that happening. So my own advice is that the opposition should come together and at least, put out a very strong strong opposition against the ruling party. But this is the reality. But again, going back to Arise TV, I'm going to wait for Rufai to appear on Arise TV for me to know. Arise TV is in a lot of financial mess. The guy borrowed money. Yeah, Trump is the demon that we know. We know that Trump is literally a madman at times when he does these things. But it is what it is. And what is happening in Rivers State? What is really happening in Rivers State? I think those guys, you know what? It's not over. Breaking. Governor Fubara, Rivers Assembly clash once more. Of course, what do you expect? Just 2 months after emergency rule was lifted in Rivers State and democratic institutions were restored, fresh tension has emerged between governor and the State House of Assembly led by Honorable Martins Anewule. Let me see if there is any major stuff from this. What is really happening in Rivers State? This is getting crazy. Let me see if I see anything. I mean, this guy, I blame poverty. People will do anything for money. Yeah, you blame poverty, exactly. But again, also the politicians who ensure that poverty is entrenched into our daily life, especially at various parts of the countries. They've made this such that people can climb out of that. And once people can climb out of that, no matter what you tell them, right, logic will not prevail. Good morning, lovers of Sim Fubara. Governor, a second time, this is not what I want. Governor Fubara on December 4 received the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral, on a courtesy visit to this to the government house. This is not what I'm looking for. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so we have this. That's not what I'm looking for. Fubara lawmakers at loggerhead 7 hours ago. Yeah, I think they will fight till the end of his term. Currently, the guy is just more like a lame duck. Like, he can't even act. Yeah. the guy can't really act. That's the problem. That's the problem. What's the cause of their fight, if I may ask? Let me see. During its 31st legislative sitting, the House condemned the vandalization of property at the township school in Port Harcourt and other schools across the state. Lawmakers lamented the decayed infrastructure in public school, secondary school, and accused the executive arm of doing little to address the situation. Yeah, that shouldn't cause any fight. According to the report of the House Committee on Education, lawmakers questioned what the governor has done with more than 600 billion reportedly left in the state coffers by the immediate past sole administrator. 600 billion? Wow. That's a lot of money. Grid will not allow parties to merge together to take away this APC government. I'm telling you, like, Tinubu is just right, except something drastic happens. I don't always want to say this is what's going to happen. Like, people are already calling 2027 for Tinubu the way it is, but I don't know. Right, things might change, but looking at what is happening on ground right now, and people have really called me out and abused me for that, saying that I'm not seeing anything. Like, look at ADC. I mean, this guy is running for, Atiku is going to be the presidential candidate anyways. This guy is running for presidency, and that even takes me back to this so-called story of zoning and arrangement. Like, it doesn't even make sense because this Atiku guy has been coming out almost every other day or every other 4 years for presidency. My friend Nigeria asked me about our news. I'm in America. Oh, okay. Yeah. Grid will not allow parties to merge together to take away APC. So this guy left 600 billion. Another problem, like, you know, the state actually was under a sole administrator under emergency rule when he exited office. So what has happened to all those money? Daily Trust recalls that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu okay, yeah, we know all of that. Okay. And let me see if I even have any video, you know, of River State and Fubara. But we'll see what happens, right? There may be another showdown. Yeah, there may be another showdown with respect to that. There is really nothing is really happening on YouTube with respect to this. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully they sort themselves and hopefully things get sorted. Rivers political tension resurface. But can Governor Fubara and the Assembly prevent another government breakdown? We'll see what happens. Yeah, but that's that about that. I just saw that. I said I should bring it up as we watch. We continue to watch and see what happens about that. After the question was asked, they lost it in that room. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all about the money, right? 2027 is coming and it's fast approaching. And we'll see what happens. But again, you know, this is just more like a cycle, right? They steal this money, they use it to run election, and then they could steal more. Then they win again, and then they steal more and all that. Nobody's really doing much for the people. Yeah. Okay, renewed conflict in River State. I've said that the 600 billion in savings just 2 months after the emergency rule ended. The class stems from a 2023-24 power struggle. We already know about that. Okay, Wike is clamping back. And to be honest with you, whatever is happening to PDP today, I don't know. I think it's more of karma. Okay, the PDP-led faction of Turaki issued a disclaimer to the public stating that Wike and others are no longer PDP members and should stop being regarded as such. We actually saw that. We saw that one yesterday where they gave them the certificate of expulsion, that they are no longer PDP members. Okay. Now, the Wike-led faction also issued a disclaimer. So Wike is also coming out now, stating that the governor Sheyi Makinde, Bala Mohammed, Dauda Lawal Dari, and others are no longer PDP members and should stop being regarded as such. I mean, this is utter calamity. Look at that. Disclaimer. This is PDP. Disclaimer. Enter your Wike. The public is hereby notified that in some Wike, whose name and photograph appear above, has been expelled from the PDP and is no longer a member of the party. Hi, Galadima, welcome to the show. He therefore has no authority to represent the PDP, speak for the PDP, issue instruction on behalf of the PDP, or carry out any political, administrative, or organizational activity in the name of the party. He is further warned not to parade himself as a member of the PDP, official, or representative of the party in any capacity. The public is advised not to transact, negotiate, or enter into any agreement with him on behalf of the PDP, as any individual who does so shall have themselves to blame. This notice, having constituted adequate public notification, the party will not be liable for any action, statement, commitment, negotiation, or claims made by him. PDP National Secretariat. So this happened, and then they printed the certificate. We all saw the certificate of what happened, of what was printed. Now, this is also PDP weakest faction. PDP weakest faction is saying that the leadership of the PDP has noted with concern the embarrassing misrepresentation of all these people that are anti-Wike, falsely parading themselves as members of PDP. Disclaimer. Man, the general public and PDP faithful should be aware that in accordance with the PDP Constitution of 2017 as amended, these individuals were duly expelled by Wike's own faction of the party for various offenses bordering on anti-party activities and gross misconduct. The public and PDP faithfuls are therefore advised not to yield any support or accord recognition to any of these individuals falsely parading themselves as officers and members of the PDP. Anybody who does so at our own peril. At his or her own peril. Again, the public should be aware that the PDP has not held a national convention yet. Meanwhile, there was one that actually held recently. I'm just saying. And that one held in Ibadan, right? The purported convention held in Ibadan, was a charade and mere social gathering, which is not recognized by law for its failure to adhere to validly delivered court judgment. Anybody parading himself as a newly elected national officer of the party is an imposter and a meddlesome interloper. They use this word interloper a lot in Nigeria. I don't even understand why. So this is coming from the National Secretariat, National Secretary of the weakest faction, Samuel Anyanwu. This is where we are, guys. This is where we are in Nigeria. Like PDP, it's over for PDP. I don't even know what to say. It's really over for them. And talking about that, that's what's happening. We'll see what happens with respect to Wike. Wike's team seems confused. They can't come up with their own strategy. They're simply copying and pasting ideas. They don't even have an official page to share their message. Exactly. Why did it take them this long to show boldness towards Wike? Exactly. I mean, Wike was all around the place, causing mayhem, right? Destroying the party, working for another party, and it's just now, almost few months to the election, that they're coming out now to disavow this guy. But we'll see what happens. Again, that's that. I just wanted to bring that out and show and just talk about that. Let me see if there's anything. I thank God for, I don't know what this is. Thank God I look like a man. If not, Patrick would have claimed me. I would have been in someone's house with 4 children. Yeah. Okay. I remember when they were attacked by a monkey. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I've seen this one before. Let me see. Between an NYC DG and a core member. Let me see this.
I refuse to allow you to do my vitals.
Hello.
Okay, hello.
Hi, fans.
Yeah, what's your fans or my fans?
Your fans.
You are fans?
Yes.
I have fans.
Okay, I don't know what this is. I mean, is this what our coppers are doing right now? I was enraged that day. I wanted to take a mic from Obasanjo and eat it on his head, but I kept my cool at home. I reminded him it belongs to the zoo, and he returned my $20,000. I should react to Obasanjo's statement about his 65th birthday. I think I've watched this before. Let me just see what's happening. Yeah.
Say why we're here should be the role of my son. I begin to suspect a number of things. So I went to the advanced party of the vice president.
Okay.
Because you can't speak after the vice president representing the president. I must speak last and depart.
Okay.
I now call Baba again. Baba, the president should speak last, the vice president. I said, don't worry, I will manage him. Wow. I will manage him.
That's Obasanjo, right? Just for context, that's Obasanjo and when he spoke at Fayoshe's party. Let me increase the volume. This seems low. Sorry about that.
Went to take his speech, and was about to depart. Baba said he should sit down. Now call me and my wife to come and stand for 1 hour, 14 minutes. How do you say to
1 hour, 14 minutes? That was a speech? That was Obasanjo's speech? I mean, the Obasanjo's battle between this guy is way, like more than 1 decade. It was when he was a governor in Ekiti State that Obasanjo almost actually got him kicked out and later on got reinstated, I believe. So the battle has been for so long, and Obasanjo chose his 65th birthday to embarrass him in the open. So he's responding to that because he then wrote back to Obasanjo and called Obasanjo like unpretable names. I'm not going to mention it here.
man on his 65th birthday? Say, hey, Shomoluabi. Who is he to say that?
Yeah, right?
Is that meant to be vote of thanks? This was how when Buruji died, that Baba said, Buruji, you use law and political deeds to escape justice in the world. You cannot evade justice by death.
In context, I think Buruji Kashamu has a lot of stuff against him. I think there were allegations of drugs and all of that.
I remember very well how Yabo Obasanjo narrated the story of her father against him. Or that Yabo Obasanjo said about her father. So, but I don't want to go to the back. I was enraged. I felt like taking the mic from Obasanjo daddy and hitting it on his head.
Bro!
I'm telling you, sincere, but to show maturity, not by age.
To show maturity, I should have taken the mic and knocked it on Obasanjo's head. But right now, you know what? I'm going to say that. Now, that's what I actually intended. That's what I wanted to do. But the world was watching. My family was there. So if it was just me and him, yeah, maybe I would have done that. Maybe that's what he's saying.
And the love I have for myself and the presence of the vice president, I just keep my cool. Like, you know that nobody would do that naturally and get away. I remember when we went to our Governor Hilola at his residence in Okuku when he was doing Thanksgiving. The former head of state, Ibrahim Babangida, was seated. Akala was alive. I entered the room. I was greeting everybody. Akala now said Baba was seated. I said, which Baba? Baba now said, he cannot greet me. He's a bastard. That is me. I said, you too, Obasanjo, you are a bastard. Really? You are the father of all the bastards. And beyond that, tell me, Fayoshe is from a war. The Fayoshes are from Ekiti. Fayoshes are from Ekiti. Fayoshes are from Akure. Fayoshes are from Ilesha. Tell me another Obasanjo and trace Obasanjo to his hometown. So, for me, I cannot had, but I maintained and kept my cool.
Okay.
So when I got home that night, I composed a very nice text. I now reminded him that you are supposed to be in the zoo. I agree with that person.
Wow.
You are supposed to be locked away in the zoo.
Don't you think that's so? It's too harsh.
Please, it was right for what he was saying on the pulpit on my birthday. In the public glare of the camera. Harsh. What are you talking about? Honor comes from top down. What is the meaning of harsh? You don't have words for Obasanjo to say people should not be doing what he's doing. He's always right. He's the corruption-free president. He's not a thief. He's not an armed robber. But he confessed that day that through the governors forum, he collected $10 million naira from me from the library. He said it there. So I've written to him because he has returned my $20,000 that I sent to him, and I thank him for returning it.
So you have your $20,000 now?
It's in my hand now. I went to change it yesterday to naira.
Wow.
Wow.
And how do you feel about
I didn't even know he collected the money because he said that his money was there. That Obasanjo said he should come and collect his money. I mean, these are the people that have been in charge of Nigerians' affairs at some point in the past. These are the people that make decisions. These are the people that, now when you look at the way the country is today, you kind of understand where we're coming from. You kind of understand how we've been, really compromised as a country. How every successive layer of leadership in Nigeria actually was setting up the country to fail.
I'm very happy. You can't lose. Such a man can't discourage you and say, carry your money away. I will not allow him. I wrote to him. He didn't publish that one. My money. You can't go without money, oh Baba. written to him with all humility that he should please remember, since he has accepted that he received that money through Governors Forum, that means the one from me, he should return that money.
But 10 million naira is no longer 10 million.
Whatever. I just want my 10 million.
You don't even mind.
No. The moment I get it today, I will confirm that I've received it like this one.
Damn.
You can't be disparaging people and be chopping their money. That's 419.
I hope they settle their affairs, though. I hope they settle their affairs. I hope they get themselves, in the right book before they leave this earth.
So, for me,
yeah, Africa has natural resources to take care of themselves. And why do politicians take all the funding? I mean, we are in a situation where our leaders hate us. Our leaders hate the country. They hate the whole thing that wants to move the country forward. Because at times, the way they steal, I mean, every other foreign countries too, it's not as if they have their leaders 100% perfect. But at least they still ensure that, basic amenities are there. And that's the thing.
I did not equally.
Hi, Wally. Welcome to the show.
I sent it to Obasanjo's inbox on his phone.
You sent it as a text message.
As a text message.
Okay.
So it was one who went to the press. And I'm very happy he went to the press. So, which is good. So what you want to tell me Obasanjo has no dementia? No. He has dementia.
But do you?
Oh, that's a very big allegation.
Do you foresee any mending of your relationship with Obasanjo?
Oh, please. That's the end. I said it was Obasanjo that removed me from office. Removed Ladoja. Which other governor? Alamisia.
Okay.
He removed Darili. About 6 of us.
Again, I agree that maybe a lot of them had corruption issue, but I think it was more of politics. It was more of politics, actually. And that's why I'm not a fan of all these guys. Even this one that was speaking, and also even the person that removed them, Obasanjo. Because that time, if Obasanjo has crafted it diligently to look at a Nigeria in 20 years, this is what I want Nigeria to be. And I've systematically, put in structures, put in people, people that knows what they're doing, and also created more like a plan that everybody will walk by to make the country to be like maybe Dubai or something in the next 20 years. That is when I leave. And I ask people that, people say Obasanjo has been really the best president so far that Nigeria has ever had. And I say, yeah, it's by design. It's by design. Because if I can make sure that other leaders coming behind me are not people like, for example, Yaradua, very good man according to what people say. But again, this guy as a governor was always in and out of office because he was sick. Goodluck Jonathan was actually into politics, not for really being into politics, because he was just more like a teacher. And then they brought him into politics, and he didn't understand the terrain. So you gave us people that were not able to even sustain those good works that he did as a president. And there's still the story of the Totem agenda. That he would never, come out, and he's always coming out to deny that. Just to put it on record. So these are the kind of people that actually sat at the point where the country went through a lot, and then we were finally able to get a democracy in 1999, and then we thought we had leaders that would help shape the future of this country. It was a lie. Obasanjo will go after you viciously once he sees that you're not in his good book. That was why he went after Adenuga. At some point, he arrested Adenuga. Adenuga had to flee Nigeria at that time and was operating all his businesses, Globalcom and the like, from Ghana. That was how vicious Obasanjo was, using the EFCC to do all sorts. And just because he felt, Adenuga was kind of a close pal of Atiku. That's how bad it is.
Okay.
And Obasanjo will come out and condemn it, Tinubu. With all due respect, forget about relationship with Obasanjo. And by the grace of God, I have forgiven him. But I will never make this last mistake that I made of visiting him. Never.
Yeah, that was a big mistake, though. Yeah. Even when I saw him giving the vote of, I was like, what's Obasanjo doing in this birthday party? Like, what the hell? I didn't know I was going to boomerang this fast. But again, that's that about that. There's still a lot of stories, but I have to go now. I just did bookmark some of it, and I'm going to be talking about that later today. Hopefully, I come back later in the evening. I just want to see what we've got here. So that's it. The withdrawal of the police escort is causing a lot of strain. People are now actually complaining about that. We've seen also. Let's see. I've covered this. There's also this guy. I deported my husband. I didn't just divorce him. I put him on a plane back to the trenches. I'm gonna look at this story. I've seen this twice. This thing is trending. I'm gonna look at that. And again, yeah, that's that about that. What's this one? Nedwoko paid us to unalive Regent. Oh, I'm gonna look at this. If this is true, that's a big problem. If it's not true, then this guy needs to go to jail. Let's see again. Peter Mbaz launched Enugu State Forest Guard with highly sophisticated weapon to protect citizens. I expect almost all governors to be doing this. Let's talk about this state police talk of a thing. If you're a governor, your primary duty is also to ensure your state is safe, whichever way you want to do it. Get private security or all that. Just ensure that they're doing stuff that are legal, and you'll be fine. Again, thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate. Please, I'm still trying to grow this channel. Please help, like, subscribe to the IY Daily Show. Thanks for watching and have a